What's up, guys? You're budgeting, you're tracking your expenses, you're doing everything right, but you're still living paycheck to paycheck. What's going on? Here's the thing. There's a hidden budget killer that nobody talks about, and it's draining your bank account right now, even without you realizing it. And today, I'm exposing exactly what it is and how to stop it before it destroys your financial future. So basically, I was talking to someone the other day who was frustrated because they were making $65,000 a year. They've got a budget. They're not buying crazy stuff, but every month they're still broke and can't figure out how to get their money back or where it's going. And here's what's wild. This just isn't one person. This is millions of people. You're out there doing the math, cutting back on coffee, meal prepping, doing all the things financial gurus tell you to do, but you're still stuck in the same cycle. According to recent data, 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And it's not because they're irresponsible with money. It's because there's something else going on, something hidden. Something that's way more dangerous than your daily Starbucks run. And today, I'm breaking down exactly what this hidden budget killer is, why it's so dangerous, and most importantly, how to eliminate it from your life starting today. All right, so here it is. The hidden budget killer is convenience. And I know what you're thinking, wait, convenience, that's it? But stick with me, because this is way deeper than you think. So basically, we're living in this convenience economy. Everything is designed to be as easy and frictionless as possible. One-click ordering, same-day delivery, subscription services, food delivery apps, ride-sharing, streaming services. All of it is designed to make your life easier. But here's the problem. Every single one of these conveniences costs money, and individually, they all seem small. $5 here for a delivery fee, $10 here for a subscription, $15 for an Uber instead of taking a bus or driving. But when you add it all up, it's absolutely destroying your budget. And the crazy part is you don't even notice it's happening because it's so easy. There's no friction, no pain, just a tap of the button and boom, your problem is solved. That's the convenience, but it's costing you thousands of dollars. Let me show you exactly how this works. So I call this the convenience tax. It's the extra money you pay just to make your life a little bit easier, and it shows up everywhere. Food delivery, ride sharing, grocery delivery. And let's go through the list. So let's start with food delivery. You order a $12 burrito on DoorDash, seems reasonable, right? But then there's a $3 delivery fee, $2 convenience fee, a $1.50 small order fee. You tip $3 on top. Now your $12 burrito is $21.50. If you could have just picked it up yourself, you would have saved $9.50. And if you did that twice a week for a month, you're saving $76 a month. That's $900 over a year, just on delivery fees. If we look at ride sharing next, taking an Uber to work instead of a public transportation, it's $15 instead of $3. That's a $12 convenience tax. Do that twice a week, you're spending an extra $96. Over a month, that's $1,100 a year. Grocery deliveries, you're paying $10 to $15 in delivery fees and tips, plus the items are marked up probably 10 to 20% versus in-store prices. $150 grocery order, you're easily paying $30 to $40 extra just for convenience. Do that twice a month, that's $60 to $80, which is almost $1,000 a year. You have your subscription services for convenience, meal kits, clothing, premium apps, features, cloud storage, productivity tools. That can cost you anywhere from, $100 to $1,800 a year, $2,000 or more. You have impulse purchases, the big one. Amazon, one-click ordering that make it so easy for you to buy something over $100 and have it at your door tomorrow. No time to think about whether you need it or not. You're spending $100 to $200 every month when you could just go to the store. The total damage adds up. So let's think about this. If we spend $900 on food delivery, $1,000 on ride sharing, $840 on delivery grocery markups, $1,000 on subscriptions, $900 on impulse purchases, that's almost $5,000 a year just on convenience. That's over $400 a month that's disappearing from your budget without you even realizing it. And here's the thing. If you're making $65,000 a year, that's probably $4,000 a month after taxes. You're spending 10% of your income just on convenience. That's insane. Okay, so here's why this is so dangerous. It's not just about the money you're spending right now. It's about the wealth you're not building. So basically, if you took that $5,000 a year you're spending on convenience and you invested that instead, in just 10 years with average market returns, that's not just going to be $50,000. That's over $86,000 because of compound interest. In 20 years, that's over $300,000. In 30 years, that's over $900,000. $900,000. You're trading almost $1 million in future wealth for the convenience of not having to pick up your own burrito or drive yourself to work. Let that sink in for a second. And look, I'm not saying you can never use these services. I'm not saying you need to be, a penny pincher, but you do need to be intentional about it. You need to understand what you're actually paying for, because every time you choose convenience, you're making a trade-off. You're trading future wealth for present comfort. And sometimes that's worth it, but most of the time you're not even thinking about it. You're just tapping buttons without realizing the long-term cost. And to be honest, this is especially important for our community. We've got to be smarter about where our money goes. We can't afford to let convenience companies drain our bank accounts while we try to build generational wealth. So here's why this is hard to resist. These companies have literally engineered their services to remove all friction from buying. It's too easy. Think about it. In the old days, if you wanted to buy something, you had to get in your car, drive to the store, find the item, wait in line, pay for it, drive home. There was friction at every step, and that friction gave you time to think, do I really need this? But now you see something on your phone, you tap a button, it's done. No friction, no time to think, no opportunity to change your mind, and that's by design. These companies have spent billions of dollars studying the human psychology to figure out exactly how to get your money. They make it easy, they make it painless. Because the easier it is to spend money, the more money you'll spend. And the scary part is, it works. Studies show that people spend 12 to 18% more when they use digital payments compared to cash, because there's no physical pain of handing over the money, it's just a screen. So basically, you're fighting against billion-dollar companies that have engineered their entire business model around making you spend money without thinking about it. That's what you're up against. But here's the good news. Once you understand how it works, you can fight back. All right. So here's how you beat this. You've got to add friction back to your spending process. You've got to make it harder to spend money on convenience. And here's exactly how you do it. Step 1, delete all the apps. First, delete all the convenience apps from your phone, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, all of them. If you want to order food delivery, you've got to re-download the app, log back in, and enter all of your information again. That friction, that'll make you think twice. And I'm telling you right now, just this one step will cut convenience spending for probably most people by 50%. Because most of the time, you're ordering out of boredom or laziness, not actual need. And if there's friction in your way, you'll just make the food at home instead. Or maybe you'll go get it. Second, remove all saved payment methods from shopping sites. No more one-click ordering. Every time you want to buy something, you've got to get up, find your wallet, pull your card out, and enter those numbers. That 30 seconds of friction is enough to make you stop and think, do I really need this? And half the time, the answer is no. Third, implement the 24-hour rule. Any non-essential purchase over $25, you have to wait 24 hours before buying it. Add it to your cart, close the app, and come back tomorrow. I guarantee you 50% of the stuff you are going to buy, you won't even remember about the next day. You've had time to think about whether you actually need it or not. Fourth, create a separate category in your budget called convenience tax and track every single convenience purchase you make, delivery fees, ride sharing, subscription services, all of it. At the end of the month, add it up and look at that number. When you see you spent $400 on convenience, it kind of hits different. The awareness alone will make you cut back. And finally, every time you're about to pay for a convenience, calculate the opportunity cost. That $20 you're about to spend on food delivery, if you invested it, it could be worth 220 years or less. Is the convenience of not driving 10 minutes to pick up your food worth 200? Sometimes yes, but usually no. Now look, I'm not saying you can never use these services. I'm not saying you have to live like it's 1995 and do everything the hard way. What I am saying is be intentional, use convenient services when they actually add value to your life, not just because they're easy. For example, you're working late, you're exhausted, you've got a big presentation tomorrow, and you don't have time. Yeah, order food delivery. That's a good use of convenience. You're buying back time and energy that you need. But if you're just sitting on the couch, watching Netflix, too lazy to cook, that's not a good excuse for convenience. That's just wasting money. Here's the framework. Ask yourself, is this convenience saving me valuable time that I can use for something else important? Or am I just being lazy? If it's saving you valuable time, go for it. If you're just being lazy, just get up and do it yourself. And here's the thing. Once you start doing this, you'll realize most of the time the inconvenience isn't even that bad. Picking up your own food takes 15 minutes. Cooking at home usually takes 30. Going to the grocery store takes an hour. That's not a big deal. You've got the time. You're just choosing convenience because it's easy, not because you actually need it. All right. So if this video opened your eyes to how much money you're wasting on convenience, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I make these videos every week to help you guys make better financial decisions and build real wealth. Drop a comment below. Let me know what your biggest convenient expense is. Be honest, no judgment. Let's help each other get better with money. Remember, you don't have to make $100,000 a year to build wealth. You just have to be intentional with the money you already have. Stop letting convenience companies drain your bank account. Add friction back into your spending and watch your savings grow. I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'm out.